So today we are going to discuss another important thing. Uh, it is often said that almost every time the one thing that's stopping you, the one thing that is coming in the way of your progress is you, right? So this somehow has got to do with the belief system. Okay? So my question to you today, let's start with this. Okay, what are these limiting beliefs? Why are we coming in our own way? Why is that I am becoming a block to my own self, my own progress? Right? So let's start there.
So, talking about uh, limiting beliefs, nobody wants to be limited, and we are not created in such a way that we limit ourselves. Okay, everybody has this necessity, this urge of growing every moment. Okay, people have this, uh, you know, urge within themselves that they want to grow in life. All right. Now, so when they want to grow, they have aspirations, they have goals, they have dreams. But somewhere along the line, whether in the childhood where people wanted to protect us, they have given us some experiences, or let's say that there are some experiences that we have been through. Now, in those moments, people, uh, they give some meaning to those experiences. Okay, and because of them, from the same experience, somebody can have this feeling or this belief that they are not enough. And from the same experience, somebody can have a feeling or belief that they can do anything. They are so strong, they can do anything. So it depends on the person, uh, how they, what meaning they give to an experience. And through those experiences, from societal pressures, from the environment at home, from the environment at school, we uh, create some beliefs, and some are conscious and some are unconscious, which we don't even know, but they are coming in our way. For example, for somebody, there can be a fear of failure. Because of that, they are not starting anything and they are procrastinating. They have plans, but they are procrastinating. But for somebody, there can be a fear of success also, so that they take initiatives, they work very hard, but at the moment they are about to reach to that goal, this fear of success props up, and they just quit, and there is no real reason behind it, but they just quit. So some people have those kind of uh, beliefs, which comes into their way. Now, no, these are the ideas which they have accepted within themselves, that whatever the situations were, but they have accepted these ideas that, for example, I am not good enough, or I'm not, I'm too old, or maybe I am too young to do this, or you know, people like me cannot achieve success, or people like me cannot be rich. Those kind of beliefs they have set up inside our minds. So those becomes our limiting beliefs.
Yeah, that's very well said, Rifu, because just today I was reading a woman who's 73 years old. She has run half marathon and she secured a third place.
Wow.
So just imagine somebody is 73 years old and then she's running, and she's not only running but she's also winning, right? So this has got a lot to do with mindset, definitely. And now, unfortunately, I would say these beliefs are too many, and there are a lot of people out there who are victims of this belief, right? So let's try to understand. I mean, it's easy to say it is holding you, but it is maybe not easy for people to understand. So throw some light on how these beliefs are holding you back. I mean, holding a person back. How does it happen?
You gave an example of a lady. Similarly, uh, tomorrow Mike Tyson, who is 58 years old, he is going to fight. A person who is a champion and who is a current champion and who is half of his age, right? So that talks about the belief system he must be carrying in his mind in his early, like in his early career. He used to go into the ring thinking that he used to go to kill the opponent. That was his mindset. Not exactly like he is going to kill, but that was his mindset, that winning was so important for him. Now imagine uh, what kind of a person he would be in his mind. Though he is short in height compared to others, but still in his mind he would be like huge. That's why he was able to do what he did to his opponents. And there are so many examples, like Milind Soman's mother, who was about 80, and she was running for 100 kilometers without
Without
making mistakes and all. So there are so many examples around us. Now, when it comes to the impact people have because of these beliefs, you know, they can be anything. One is they can't be successful ever. They will not have great successes. They may achieve something moderately, but they will not have great success, because whenever uh, they, they they would initiate something, or whenever they would be completing something, these limiting beliefs will come, and he will get tired of fighting himself within his own mind. And because of that, and the problem here is he will not be able to recognize it, because he's not aware where, where the challenge is, and there is a saying that what we cannot perceive, we cannot conceive. Okay, or the other way around, what we perceive, we can conceive. So they are not able to visualize or see themselves as that successful person, because they cannot see themselves. The environment will also behave the same way, because what is the reality for a person, or what is the view of that person? It generates from the mind. So what he himself visualize doing, he will do in the external world. For example, going back to Mike Tyson again, do you think he will be seeing himself um, losing a fight? Never. Right? Like,
Yeah, I remember in
yeah,
his prime time. Yeah,
at this
yeah.
age, at this age also, he is thinking that he will beat the other person.
No, he used to say, I don't just beat, I just destroy them. And I remember the statement of his promoter, Don King. He was once asked about some match before Tyson was going into the ring. What can beat him? And Don King's response was that a bullet. So the only bullet can destroy him, nothing else. So he was so strong mentally and physically. He was strong, of course, but mentally he was so strong. So he was going onto the ring with an intention of just I will just bulldoze my opponent. So that's what he used to do even. Uh, Meanwhile, Prachi, welcome, and somebody Tales of Flying Panda also welcome. Good to have you here. Uh, so so that so this I mean, if our belief system is not right, if we are not seeing a right picture in our mind, and that is the real thing that is actually stopping you from achieving whatever you want to achieve. So now it is easier said than that, probably, because if you are in an environment, if you are in conditions where you constantly struggle, or constantly listen to something negative, okay, so positive thought or uh, believing thoughts coming, or believing in your whatever you want to do, maybe not that easy. So how do we overcome this limiting belief? Because especially in a country like India, it is very, very easy for a child from the beginning, from its very at the age of like say 4 or 5, to get reinforced with this limiting beliefs. So having grown up, having coming into, let's say somebody got into a professional life, but he has been grown up with all these negative beliefs. Now that he is in professional life, now that he's got some responsibilities, he want to grow in life. He want to become big. So how to overcome this limiting belief?
Yeah. So overcoming limiting beliefs require a victory mindset, okay, a winning mindset. Now, for that, the person has to first recognize what his or her limiting beliefs are. So, recognition of those beliefs, limiting beliefs, is the first step. Okay. So, let's say a person is going to do something. So, he has to be aware of what thoughts are coming to his mind. If a thought is coming that I can't do it, that's a limiting thought, limiting belief. If the thought is coming that I am not enough, or I'm not sufficient, or I don't have those skills, even after acquiring those skills, if the same thought is coming that I am not enough, so it's a short limiting belief of this person. Okay, so first step is recognition. So when the person is aware about his belief, these limiting beliefs, he can do something about them. And what he can do is challenge that belief. So that is the second step. Challenge that limiting belief. How? He just have to ask question: has he done that task or a similar task before? If a person has lived life, he must have done many things, right? He must have achieved few things successfully. Now he will find those evidences if he asks the right question. So when he has collected enough evidences, that belief will start diminishing or dismantling. Okay. So first step is recognition. Second is challenging that belief. Now, when he is challenged, and let's say the evidences are not enough, so he has to build evidences now. So he has to take some action consistently so that he can dismantle or diminish that negative or this limiting belief completely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It may come again and again. That's fine, but at least he has now evidences that he has done something or achieved something. So that's a consistent journey. The recognition, challenging that limiting belief, and then building evidences. So these are the three steps I would suggest a person should keep doing to achieve or diminish those limiting beliefs.
Well, thank you for that. I mean, that's sounds simple. It is 3 steps, and I just want to add one more to that. That is like in life. I mean, we all want to succeed, and we follow these things. But what happens is at times maybe we find it hard, or we find it difficult to do it on our own. So add for yourself. I mean, I think it pays to add a answerability partner, or still better, you engage some professional. I mean, maybe you choose a mentor for yourself, maybe you choose a coach for yourself, whoever you trust, whoever you believe, okay, whoever you think can help you, can give you honest this thing. Join hands with him, because see, what matters in life is success, right? So you need to achieve it. If it is not happening on your own, never mind, take somebody's help. Ask, because end of the day, we all want to succeed in life. What matters end of the day is, did you succeed or not? So in the process, if you have to take help, seek somebody's support, do it, right? That's what I would say. And thanks again for that. Yeah. And like, let's say, because a person, one of the reasons why a person can't do probably is that he's been living a life, let's say he's 35, he's 40. Okay. All these years he's been living in a certain way with these beliefs, and they are playing havoc in his mind, and he is in control of those thoughts. Right? No, he doesn't know how it is to not to have this belief. Okay. So how the life would look like when you take control of these beliefs, when you are not affected by this limiting beliefs?
So it is going to be definitely a life that person is dreaming. Even after these beliefs have created havoc or whatever destruction these beliefs have uh, created in that person's life, still he would have some dreams in his mind, in his heart. Okay. So if he can overcome these beliefs, he will be able to achieve those goals or dreams that uh, he has been thinking for a very long time. Or let's say, some people, after coming, out of the, till a person is in school and college, they'll see a lot of dreams for themselves, what they are going to do when they come out of school or college, right? But as soon as they come into the real world, the it's very different from the dream world they were living in, right? And most of the time people just crush their own dreams, because what they see now is, you know um, complete
Yes,
turn around. Yeah, they are now, they can see the real world. They are not in the protective environment of parents or teachers. Now they see real world, and sometimes they will see that, okay, the world is not so fair. Sometimes they will say, it's a very difficult place to live, right? But in spite of all those challenges, it's a beautiful world, and the resources are available everywhere. Like in India itself, uh, there are immense opportunities, but who will be able to recognize those opportunities? Who is prepared? Who is ready to accept and receive those opportunities, right? So for example, uh, in life or in my career, there was a time when I wanted to do something, okay, or to achieve a position, or wanted to work in some company. So I when I was trying hard, uh, but I was not seeing myself doing that. I was in the awe of uh, people who were already working in those companies, right? But when I actually got prepared, when I was very skillful inside, you know, uh, I got those opportunities very easily.
Hmm.
Okay, so first thing, somebody who can, you know, who is devoid of these limiting beliefs, and we will never be devoid of every limiting belief, but at least a few which are actually hindering in our progress or success. So if we recognize and dismantle those limiting beliefs, we can actually recognize the opportunities which are meant for us. And when we recognize, we can grab those opportunities and start moving onto the path of success and live our dreams.
So basically, we need to free up our mind with these of all these negative things. Then the positive thought and the positive opportunities will flow in. Then there is a space for it to come in actually. And they are
True,
not coming. One of the reasons why they are not coming in and why they are not happening to us is because we are keeping ourselves and our mind occupied with a lot of limiting belief or a lot of negative things that have been running in our mind for a long time.
true,
Right?
true. So I give you an example which just came to my mind. I'm 45 now. Okay. And there is this limiting
By the
beliefs.
way, you don't look. Yeah.
Thank you so much. But so somehow, uh, because this is in our environment that when people get old, their memory gets weak and it's difficult to learn something new, right? So that's the
Mhm.
belief in our society. Somehow that was there in my mind also. So when I
Mm.
was trying to buy hard something, okay, I was trying to learn something new. And it was not difficult, but this was in my mind. Okay, I may not be able to learn it. Okay, so what I did, because I'm a coach, I'm telling the same thing to others. What I did, okay, let me just repeat it enough times. Okay, and I decided to repeat it 100 times, and it didn't take 100 times. Maybe 5 or 6. After repeating 5 or 6 times, I memorized it. Okay, so what happens with limiting beliefs, that we don't put the action, we just do not initiate. So I kept that limiting belief aside. Okay, let it be. And then I started what the action was required to do. And when I took the action, it happened.
So that's so far. I think what we discussed. I hope that's useful to the people. So in conclusion, what to say is that first bring awareness to yourself that what are the beliefs that are limiting you. This awareness is the key, because when you don't know what to get rid of, that will still be there. Okay, so be aware of what's actually hindering you. What's the negative beliefs that you're carrying. So once you be aware, try to validate that by asking questions. Is it true? Can it be true? And 9 out of 10 times the answers you'll find is that it's not actually, it's only a belief, but there is no issue with the capability. So reinforce that with evidence by giving evidence to yourself that that is not true. All right. Then of course you keep this practice, so you come out of this limiting belief. And last but not the least, I mean, as we said just now, if you keep your mind filled up with something that's unwanted, what is wanted is there's no place for it to come in. So just get it up, free up your mind space, so that what is good for you will come in and will act on. Will do its thing. And that was a wonderful discussion we had, and I hope that's very useful to the people. And next week, same time, same place, we are coming up with some other interesting topic. And see you soon there.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And thanks for everybody who
Thank you,
joined.
everyone.
And yeah.